Let's welcome Kathy Holly and Spotlight.
Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Look at these lovely ladies I have here tonight. 3 fabulous vocalists with different styles. I think everybody's just a little bit different in style. And I'd like to start with, Helen Marie Thomas, and then Gina Harris, and then LynAnn King. Welcome, all 3 of you. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you for coming tonight. And I want to start with Helen Marie Thomas. Yes, Helen, would you tell us how you got started singing?
Well, I actually knew when I was 8 I was going to be a professional singer. But I didn't really get started until 1999, getting paid professionally.
Yes.
At the Lobby restaurant in Berkeley, California.
Great.
And I had a 3-piece band, and I went on from there to Helen and the Hellcats.
Oh, you got to tell us about that. I love the name, Helen and the
Well,
Hellcats.
it was a 3-piece band, but I also had 3 singers, background singers as well.
Wow,
so I called
great.
them the Hellcats, and they were all men.
Oh, I love it already. Lucky you.
It was amazing.
Where did you perform?
At the
only
Paradise Lounge, at the Rosellas
Yes.
restaurant,
Oh, yes,
in the
Rosellas.
Fillmore.
Yes,
And
I
then it
remember
was a
that
duet
well.
with Jim Larkin.
Great.
And
a lot of places.
Yes.
And then did
yes.
you get sidetracked a little and let your career rest for a while?
Well,
What
I
has
did.
happened?
I had children and worked for 40 years doing other things.
Amazing.
And now I have 1 grandchild that I'm really excited about, and I sell my hot pickles called Helen and it's Helen's Hot Pickles from Hell.
I love it. I love it. You were telling me about this on the way down tonight, and you had to tell me about it, and I said, "What does that mean? What? I mean, are they really hot pickles?"
They are really, really hot, and I'm going to bring you some.
I would love to taste one. I said, "Are they as hot as jalapenos?"
They're hotter.
They're hotter. Okay. Well, yes, I will have a tiny, tiny bite. All right. Now, tell me though more about you, because this is like your second career now.
It is.
I know you've been
So
to
now
my
I'm
open
singing
mic.
at Vintage
It's
Golden Gate at the Richmond Center.
Great.
Usually a couple of times a month with David Austin.
Wonderful
and a
pianist.
three-piece
producer.
band.
Well, that is so wonderful.
It is exciting.
Who's in your band?
David Austin. Sometimes it's Bob Blankenship. I know you know
Bob.
him.
Yes.
Paul Breslin.
Yes.
Bill
on bass.
Velasco.
Great. All these great musicians.
great
Isn't it
musicians.
wonderful? This is all in San Francisco. We have a great bevy, or around the Bay Area.
Yeah,
Doesn't
and it's
necessarily have to be.
And also with Kathy Holly
Oh,
at
who's
the
she?
Utopia
At the Utopia Cafe, the
Yes.
open mic, which is when I
Yes.
discovered you, really.
Yes.
And it was so great. I mean, I love it
exciting,
because we
yeah.
have professional singers and people who love to sing. So what do you think your favorite style is, or what would you call your style? Your genre?
Well, it's kind of my own style. I don't try to sing like anybody. I just go into my own feeling and sing the way I want to sing, and it just comes out.
And did you have any formal training for that?
Yes,
You did?
I was at the Conservatory of Music, San Francisco Conservatory of Music.
Yes, that's where I took my first vocal lessons.
Yeah, I did
formal vocal.
piano and voice there for
Oh, how
years.
great. Now, do you play the piano a little bit?
Well, not exactly. I buy a lot of pianos. I have
Oh.
a guitar and drums.
Good for you.
everything.
Well, can you play a little bit of guitar, like rhythm
No.
or? No? Okay, it's time for
So
lessons,
I just
Helen.
figure if I buy them through osmosis,
They're
it'll
going to learn how to
just
play
happen.
them. Well, I saw something interesting in a cabaret show recently. Someone had the top like a drum head, and they just used
Oh, yeah.
brushes and were playing along the top. And that's easy. I think you could do that, and I could do it, and we could all do
Well,
that.
maybe
because,
we could just start a little band.
yeah, I think all girl band.
Yes,
Now
most
that
definitely.
is a great idea.
Yeah.
That really is.
I'm game.
I would be game for that. I want to hear the cut we have from your CD.
Okay.
Now I know this is a CD that you made a while back. Tell us about the
Yes.
song we're
It's
going to
called, well, the CD is called You Taught My Heart to Sing. The first cut
play. Beautiful.
is You Taught My Heart to
I
Sing.
love the title.
Yes.
And who wrote the song? You know, it's an oldie,
well,
right?
you know, I got it from Diane Reeves. She performed it.
All right. So this
Yes.
is great. And she's jazz.
Yes.
And a little R&B
And
a little bit.
R&B.
And so if we can hear that now, that would be terrific. This is from your CD.
We meet and it begins. The sound of violins, the song of birds high on the wings. You taught my heart to sing. Why does this heart of mine feel like a valentine? You smile and suddenly it's spring. You taught my heart to sing. My heart was an empty shell. Then you came along. Now my heart's a carousel filled with song. The miracle of you will last my whole life through. You're all I'll keep remembering. You taught my heart to sing.
Wow, that is great. Applause, applause, applause. You did a
thank
beautiful
you.
job. And, you know, I'm looking at the CD. It says, Helen Marie, you taught my heart to sing. You have a great group of songs on here. I see your menu is terrific. It's wonderful.
Thank you.
Fools Rush In, Speak Low, All the Way, Dindy, Summertime, Angel Eyes, Quiet Nights, Don't Take Your Love From Me. These are all fabulous.
Thank you.
So how would
Thank
someone
you.
be able to get hold of the CD?
Well,
Directly through you?
yes.
Well, now I'm going to tell everyone out there that you probably should call me, Kathy Holly, because you're working on a website. It's not finished
Yes,
yet.
it's not finished.
But I will say, we flashed on the screen too that you're going to be doing a show at the Society Cabaret in San
November
Francisco.
19th.
That's great. People will have a chance to come out and hear you. Not only that, will you have this CD available and your
Yes,
new
my
one?
new CD also.
What's the name of the new CD?
Well, right now it's old standards, new twist.
Oh, I like that. And that's great. So
Yeah.
mention one or a couple of the songs that you might have on that with a new twist.
It's Fools Rush In. I think it's on that one, but Fool That I Am, For All We Know.
Oh, great. Now, but tell me,
Everything Must Change.
what do you mean by a new twist? Who's helping you do the new
Well,
twist?
the new twist is my style. I'm singing cover tunes, and the new twist is the way I do them.
Wonderful.
Yes.
So you've just studied them and then you've decided I want to do this a
Yes.
little differently.
Yes.
And then who's the producer on this for you? Is it Dave?
Dave Austin.
Austin again.
Yes.
That's wonderful
Yeah.
because if he did this,
He
you
did
certainly
this.
can collaborate and
Yes.
do a great job on this. Tell me now, the pickles keep you busy because you do pickling too, but you're doing a lot more singing.
Yes.
And that's really important, I think. What is
Yes,
your
sir.
objective now that you've gotten back into singing? Do you have a special
Well, I think
objective?
what I really want to do is sing. So,
Your
Just-
style.
yes, but finding places where I can sing.
In the
That's
San Francisco
in
Bay
San
Area.
Francisco, yes.
Oh, and throughout the Bay Area, which
Yes.
would be great. Well, we've got to wish you huge success, Helen Marie. And I love the fact that you have this CD, and I'm looking forward to hearing your new twist
Thank you.
on old and new. That'll
Thank
be
you.
great. Thank you, Helen Marie,
thank
for
you.
coming tonight. And I do want to taste those pickles. Okay, we got to remember that. Hot stuff, pickles. Now I'm going to turn over here to see Gina Harris.
Hello, hello.
Another great singer. And I know because you've been coming to my open mic, and I heard you before that when you were singing at a jazz club. I think it was Savannah's.
I've
maybe.
closed a lot of clubs.
That's a
been
great
singing-
line. We
Yeah.
can all identify with
It's
that.
true. We all
That's
have,
happened
right?
with many, many,
Yeah.
many people.
People are, where have you been singing? Well,
I
I've
know.
closed a lot of clubs.
Yeah, you closed, opened and closed, whatever.
Absolutely.
And now tell me about you. Where did you really get your start? Because
Well,
I've heard you sing,
I've-
but you've done other.
Yeah, I've been a performer. I was in New York and LA.
Wow.
I was in a
The
I was
Big
on-
Apple.
I was in Broadway for a while. It was fun.
Now tell
And,
us about that.
Well,
Oh,
Peter Ustinov, an actor you may
Yes.
remember.
Oh, I do
He's gone now,
remember.
but he cast me in one of the lead roles in his comedy called Beethoven's 10th. He played Beethoven, came back, and I was Irmgard Tiefenbrunner, the Austrian au pair girl.
Oh, you can
I
do
did that.
accents.
Well, a little bit. So we had fun with that, and I was in New York for a while, did commercials in LA, and then came up to the Bay Area. And I was in high tech like everyone, right? Everyone was in high tech.
no, not me.
Well,
not
there
this
you go.
girl,
You're
darn it.
safe.
No way. But
And,
you
yeah.
were smart.
Yeah, and then
because high tech.
I've always sung like Helen. I've always sung.
Started
And,
when you were very young.
7,
obviously.
so
you knew. Oh,
yeah, a
see,
little bit,
we
yeah.
all know what we're going to do usually.
And,
it's very
yeah.
interesting. You followed your dream,
I did.
and
I did.
it's so great that you were on Broadway.
Well, it was interesting. People said, "Well, wait, you're an actress, and you're going to go into business?" And then I was a success in business for 13 years. They said, "You're in business, and you're going to go back into performing?" So I'm back into performing.
I think it's great. And I just happen to have a video clip of you
Oh.
performing. Now tell us about the song
What a
we're going to
surprise.
see. Yes, we're going to show
The
it to
song
everybody.
is called "I Took a Train,"
Okay.
and it's the song I wrote when I went walking just to try to remember where I was from, who I was, and whom I loved.
All right. This is great. And the name of it is
I took a train.
I Took a Train. And you were performing where?
At the time of that, I was performing at the JCC.
At the JCC.
So we had a night there.
Well, I think we should take a look at this video clip.
I think we
because
should.
I enjoyed watching it, and I was
Great.
just thinking
Great.
how great this song is.
I took a train home last night to see if you were there. I took a train home last night to feel the mystery in the air. You left my world, never told me why, and you know I wasn't ready to say goodbye. I took a train home last night to try to find you there. I took a train home last night to remember who I am. I took a train home last night to feel like myself again. Walked down empty streets, didn't know what to do, 'cause you know the best of me is inside of you. I took a train home last night to remember who I am. I took a train home last night, but I did not say my name. I took a train home last night, I would not play their game. I went to the party, didn't want to be known. If I can't be with you, then I want to be alone. I took a train home last night, I would not say my name.
Wow. I love it. I love it. I love
Blues
it.
gets them every time.
Oh, it's just fantastic. And I want to ask you, how do you get inspired to write such wonderful songs? Tell us about that.
It comes from inside, and the songs I'm working on now, really I'm helped by my family. My family passed away, and so from the far off land where they are speaking to me, and they are reminding me that I'm a jewel,
Look
and
at
they're
that.
reminding me
Grab it while I can.
this
It's
is
gorgeous.
an ordinary thing. It's just a finial from a chandelier from my parents' dining room.
It's great.
And it's just a hunk of glass, but to me it's a,
Yeah, but it's cut crystal almost,
well, but
isn't it?
it's magic. And so my parents come to me in dreams, in memories, on streets as I walk my old neighborhoods, and they remind me that in the ordinary there's magic.
Oh, I
And
think that's
so
great.
My
That's great.
show is The Magic of Ordinary Things.
Tell us about that. That's the new show
It's
coming
the
up.
show, yeah.
All right. Now, so all of the songs are written by
They're
you?
all written by me, and it's just
great.
it was a memory. I knew who I was when I was 5, and I forgot in the middle like so many of us, and I remembered again, and I was
is
helped
fun
by
to go
them.
back. It's
And
fun to go
This is
back.
my jewel that helps me remember.
So that helps you go back and you can think about. Did you say you walk the streets where you were raised?
Yeah, I was raised in Sacramento,
Oh, it's beautiful. That's the Park City.
the old part of town, East Sacramento. Yeah.
So I love it. No, it's
Yeah.
beautiful.
And
That's
so
a great,
I'll put this back in its home.
Yeah, no, that's great. I've got to take off the glasses again, but I have to put them on again because I know you're going to work on the new show and new CD, obviously,
Yeah.
right? Well, this one that I have in my hand,
This one
Gina
is
Harris,
standards,
Deep
yeah.
Love.
But it's
And-
when I started writing my material because I took standards and I wrote new intros and outros and combined songs, and it was the beginning of my writing.
Wow, and where did you get your training?
I studied for many years with a teacher by the name of LynAnn, and
don't know the name.
she was fabulous, very intuitive.
Where
And
was she?
The hills of Berkeley.
Great.
And she was tucked away. She taught Linda Ronstadt, Bernadette Peters, Lily Tomlin worked with her, a lot of people. So, and me.
I just, well, you know, it's wonderful. I'm looking at this album, one of your first CDs, right?
Deep Love.
Deep Love. And went to put these on again. There's a song here that hit me. I'm All Smiles. That's a wonderful song. Streisand did that, I think. And it's in 6/8, right? That
Yeah.
I'm all smiles. It's a great song.
Yeah, and I wrote
I've
a vocalese
forgotten
to
about
it too. So there's
You
me
did?
singing it through and then me singing it with my own vocalese after.
Well, I want to hear that for sure because I did that song and learned it ages ago.
I'll sing it at
I did.
Utopia.
I
Upcoming.
would love it.
I'll do it.
I would love it. I've got, you know how you collect sheet music as singers I did from years gone by, and it's amazing. I was going through, I have cabinets full of sheet music and books full of sheet music, and I try to organize it every so often. It's really a challenge, it is. But I would love it if you would sing that.
I will do it.
At the Utopia Cafe.
We do Jazz Waltz and Swing the Bridge.
That would be Oh, that would be perfect. Yeah, I remember when I was in LA doing this kind of thing. So when you did New York, did you get some kind of ideas from New Yorkers who sang too? When you were there? Yes? No?
No, I've always kind of, like Helen, I've always kind of sung my own way.
That's great.
I had people come up to me 2 times on the bus, one saying, man, you really needed to redo that work you did with Peter Ustinov. And then the next week I got, wow, you were incredible at Birdland.
Well, that's terrific. So we're going to have to keep tabs on you for
Please.
sure. I've got to switch to my other guest right now, LynAnn King. Oh, LynAnn, it's great to have you on board.
Thank
and I
you.
met you years ago, and we worked
Like
kind of
decades ago.
collaboratively. Oh, decades ago. We're giving it
been
away.
decades.
It's so great to have you on the show. Will you tell me what you are? You've been singing for quite a while. You've had many, many gigs.
I've been singing. I've had many different kinds of bands. SF Groove Masters was a great Ethiopian band that we did the Sheba Lounge right across from Wasella's for a while, and
Great.
many piano players, including Dave Austin, lovely talent. James Campbell.
Yes.
James Campbell and I
James
did
Campbell's great.
Zingaris for a while. and
Yes,
that was
know it
fun.
well, too.
I did Waterfront with Dave Austin. That was quite the gig.
Now tell us about, fast forward to what you're doing now, because you're working on shows, tributes to composers, and we have a video. I think it would be great, rather than just talk about it.
Well, the thing about a singer is a singer is her songs. And so going back and studying some of the composers, I was fascinated by Johnny Mercer
Yes,
and Cole Porter.
best.
And so in fact, I went to bed every night with Johnny Mercer, right? I read
Well,
read
we
every,
won't tell everybody
every
about that.
bio
We'll
that
keep
was
it a
written
secret.
about him. I was reading it.
You went to bed with them. I love it. Well, let's take a look at the show that you were doing, which is a tribute, I believe. It's on YouTube.
It's the golden era of Hollywood,
Thank you.
partnering with restaurants to bring in dinner theater.
Great. And let's take a look at a clip from YouTube and a couple of little clips from that Yeah, from that supper show.
They would. You may be homely in your neighborhood, but if you think that you can be an actor, see Mr. Factor, he'd make a monkey look good. Within a half an hour, you'll look like Tyrone Power, forever Hollywood.
And in 1937, Johnny Mercer hit the scene. He wrote for 90 movies. He was the sought-after lyricist for the theme songs in movies.
Turn the key on, you are equipped with tail light neon, cute vest, pocket monster, which you can make go slow or faster.
Imagine the travel in those days would be unplugged for 4 days. Imagine that. No cell phone, no, I guess you'd have secretaries that can handwrite things. I don't know. It was amazing.
But when I pulled down the shade, then I really felt blue. I peeked through the crack and looked at the track, the one going back to you. And what did I do? Oh, what did I do? About you. Thank you, Jen. Loving that spin round and under that old black magic. God
Wow, terrific clips. I love them. And it sounds like a great show for any restaurant supper. It would be wonderful. Now, I hope we have enough time to do this vocal that you're going to do live for us. So if we can get the CD
I have a Johnny
up.
Mercer,
Johnny Mercer
song, and actually he wrote in, he would lay on the couch and write. And he wrote this particular song about Judy Garland.
Okay, let's hear it. This is great.
And he delivered this song to Judy the day after she was married.
Was it in Tahiti? Were we on the Nile? Long, long ago, say an hour or so, I recall that I saw your smile. I remember you. You're the one who made my dreams come true a few moments ago. And I remember you. You're the one who said I love you too. I do, didn't you know? And I remember too our distant bell and stars that fell like rain out of the blue. When my life is through, when the angels ask me to recount the thrill of them all, well, I shall tell them I remember you. And he did get a chance to tell her and the world that she was very special to him.
Wow.
Thank you.
That was terrific. I love it. Oh, that has such a wonderful memory about that song as well, because I've heard it with Hawaiian guitar, and it's just beautiful.
It's
LynAnn,
been covered by every singer.
Well, it is beautiful, but you covered it terrifically.
Thank
and who's
you.
the guitarist?
Jeff Labus was the
Oh.
piano player.
Oh, but it sounds like guitar, so you synthesizer.
He's fabulous.
He is, so I know
He's
Jeff.
got a recording
wonderful.
studio, too.
Well, this is just so fantastic to have, everybody with all these talents.
You're so
now,
positive.
what is your goal going to be this year? What are you going to be doing?
I love doing dinner theater, and I also love singing in Italian restaurants because the people that dine in restaurants and the owners, they love singing, not just instrumental, but singing. And I love cameo appearances and special special numbers and that sort of thing. So
Well, you can be a cameo appearance at any show. Any of you can. I'm going to be doing a show at Grape in the Fog, December 3rd for the holidays with a wonderful keyboardist, Claudio Medeiros, who's a jazzer. And so you're all invited to come and hear
What's
me.
the date on that?
See me, December 3rd. You could sit in. I would just love it. It would be great because he can play all styles, and he's very good. Grape in the Fog is a wonderful little wine bar here in Pacifica.
Nice.
And the owner, Beth, loves to have music, live music.
Nice.
God bless her. See, there's so few places now that, have live music all the time like this.
Mm-hmm.
So now, do you have something planned where you're going to be doing another show? I mean, right now, or is it private party or?
I have a number of bookings to the first of the year, and we did 13 of the golden era of Hollywood shows, and it's a co-partnering with restaurants, and it's a dinner theater time that starts at a
Yes.
specific time. You have dinner, and then you
Right.
have dessert, and the show starts.
Well, that's wonderful.
So everybody sits at the same time, and the show starts, and then it has a thread that weaves through it, and there's wonderful stories and intrigue and gossip about the golden era of Hollywood.
Oh, you could go on forever
Oh,
about
absolutely.
the golden era of Hollywood. That would be terrific. Now, tell me something. Where might we be able to see you then? You said you partner with restaurants. I just wonder, is there something coming up? Anything we can
check
come
my
and see?
website.
Oh,
I'll
good
have all my
idea.
bookings on my website.
Never
King
thought of that.
King
Thank you.
Sings PR. Excuse me, kingsings.com. And the
Great.
business part of my world is King Sings PR.
Well, this has been a super, super show having all three of you. I wish we had hours to talk and sing and do our thing. But that's very important for everybody out there to know that you can go to websites, find out what everybody is doing. And I know Helen Marie is working on hers. It will be done, right? Definitely. Okay. That's something to really follow through on because then you could be back, see as a guest, and we'll just promote the website. And I know that people can go to your website to find out when you're going to finish your CD
Right.
and have a show.
Right.
Well, and you're going to, back to you, Helen Marie, when you are at the Society Cabaret, you're going to have your
Yes.
opening of your CD.
November 19th.
Okay, great. Well, everybody, and then LynAnn, you're going to keep us informed on your website when you're doing your show, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, this is all very important for all of us. So we're going to have to say goodbye pretty quickly here, everybody. I can't believe
Thank you so
it.
much, Holly.
That was
Oh,
Pleasure being
I
here.
had such a good time. Thank you for
Thank you,
being
Kathy.
here. Thank you. To
Mambo Italiano, hey mambo, mambo Italiano, go, 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 you mixed up Siciliano. All your Genovese do the mambo like a crazy with a hey mambo. Don't want a tarantella, hey mambo, no more a mozzarella, hey mambo, mambo.